Hey folks, check out what's behind us. Tiki and I are at the Parthenon at the Acropolis in Athens, Greece. We're having a fabulous day. We saw a changing of the guard. We're going to go to the museum. We have other things to show you. We're going to go to Plaka. Stick around. It's going to be a great video. I think you're really going to enjoy it. We're having a wonderful time here in Athens. Here we have the Olympic Stadium in Athens, Greece, 1896, and the first modern Olympics. The stadium was built on the site of the original stadium from 2,500 years ago. Of course, almost nothing remained, but they do know this was the site. We're waiting online to get into the Acropolis. It's about 11:20 on a Friday. You can see the crowds around us. We have a timed ticket between 11 and 12. And I don't know what the cost is because it's part of the tour. I do know the cost. It's €30.
Keep in mind that we have restored the theater that you see here in 1950s. So most of the seats that you see are new, but the construction is ancient. You can tell which is ancient, which is new. So it may look like a theater, but we were using another name in the ancient time for this construction because it had a roof on the top. It was a roof theater. It was a music hall. Odeon, or Odeon. Ode stands for song. That's why audio visual, for example. Ode means song, sound. So it was a roof theater, and it was something like a music hall in the ancient time. It was built in the 2nd century BC. A great benefactor of the city, Herodes the Atticus. That's why the name that we use the locals here, it's Herodion.
Now we're heading into the Acropolis. Unfortunately, it is very crowded today. Here's the city of Athens. And here is the entrance basically into the Acropolis. Behind it will be the Parthenon. But how do we get there? Good question. It really is amazing. There's this much still here. And it's amazing how crowded it is, although it's not even high season yet. In 2 months, you can't move here. We've made progress. And now we're entering into the sacred area. Well, there she is. As beautiful today as it was 2,500 years ago. Okay, not quite, but still magnificent.
That's in the museum showing the evolution of the Acropolis, and from a fortress became a religious center of the city, and temples came to the top. In the ancient times, forget about popular parties, the porch that you see here with the maidens that you see, they are copies of the original ones. Probably they used to look like this, probably. You have to imagine colors in everything. They were using natural colors in the ancient time that came from minerals. I will show you some colors in the museum. That's why they are totally white. But also was dedicated to Poseidon, to some mythical kings and heroes of Athens. One was called Acropolis, and they said that this beautiful lady.
one last angle. Let's take a look at modern Athens, right up here from the Acropolis. Beautiful viewpoint.
The first part of the work comes from Athens.
See the theater down there?
The Christian columns that you see belongs to a temple that were there in the 2nd century AD, a temple of Olympian Zoo. Triple the size of the Parthenon, actually.
Some restoration pictures they have here. And that's what it would have looked like. Tiki, this is just a fabulous, fabulous place to visit.
Overall here is so beautiful.
It is. Can you imagine 2,500 years ago what it was like here? Okay, now we're going to go over to the Acropolis Museum, the new one. Now we go back down. A bit of a traffic jam.
Please, this way, this way.
Obviously, they're all coming in as we go down. There it is, hanging out up on top. Spectacular. 2,500 years ago. Can't even imagine how beautiful it was. Here we have the beautiful new Acropolis Museum. There's the Acropolis, and right here is the museum. Walking distance, very easy. Below us is ancient Greece. Yep.
The semicircular space that you see was just the entrance. Something else, and something else, and something else, but we need to keep something. So there was no need to dig any further here. They stopped the excavation in the 2nd century AD, and that's why you can see what left from a bath here. What you see, it was a bath, and that's why you have bathtubs there. You have wells, sewers as well. You can
some more ancient ruins. I love ancient ruins.
Beautiful women holding jewelry or soldiers marching, but unfortunately here we have only this type of decoration or that museum. So until the 1228 to 2700 years ago, 700 before Christ, these figures became better and better. the style. I have studied this before. I do know more or less. Therefore, looking at this style of decoration, more trade, more money. Around 700s in a city that it was called Kore. Look, hairpins, a comb, a spoon to mix them, vases for kitchens. Whatever you see here comes from the Acropolis.
Check out that Greek
These we call
teapot.
them bracers.
That
These
is
are like
fabulous.
cooking devices, but at the same time you can keep your food hot like this in a welcome house. Now have a look. It's a fry pan that is made out of clay, much as the same. The architect who designed this is Italian architect. He wanted to give the feeling that you are sitting in a separate field. That's why Ram, that lives with staircase. Excavations around the hill, we have found a house. This house became actors, which became doctors, which became judges. So, also, the garden is theater. So we have found much of
Deze wereld is heel erg belangrijk. Het materiaal is geen marmer. Het is mooi dat marmer. Het is een zachtere steen.
That's amazing.
Blue, and you apply that pigment, it's like a paste actually, to the center that they are alive. You can understand that the wind is blowing. You can tell that's because of the rendering of the threads, the pleats. You can understand that
These are the originals, folks. 5 of the 6.
alive actually. Probably each one was designed by different sculptors, different rendering of the hairstyle, and the fashion of the dress.
And this poor one lost most of her. They use laser to clean the statues from all the hundreds of years of dirt and grime.
Only for some important statues, still we are using brasses, those brasses. Take his wife. I know it's a disgusting story, nothing happened to the shoes, but it was already too late because he made this, had already conceived the child. So years the centuries passed, and Zeus, the leader of the 12 Olympians, started to have some terrible headaches. We couldn't understand what happened to Zeus. That son was called Hephaestus. Hephaestus was the god of the blacksmith as well. So Hephaestus tried to help Zeus. So when the decoration that you see here belongs to the west. The decoration that you see here belongs to the west Panathenaic. Mythical times, once again, forget about history, prehistory, way before. Whenever you have a city, since the mythical times, you need a protecting power for the city. They got the city later after that's why the name. So, a quick look of what left of the decoration, and then we can one is in the middle. 58.4%, almost 60% of the decoration is in the British Museum. We were part of the Ottoman Empire, and in 1804 British ambassador that came back from Great Britain. He came here to study the monument. Do you know the answer? You look at the monument. So there was a procession, as you can see, ladies bringing. So I know it's plaster, but we have a lot of details. The original ones is in British Museum. That's why BM as well. So let me show you something else to the back, and then we can finish it. So we're visiting churches today, but we have lost the connection. If you visit a great church, you're going to see a lot of icons.
We're walking in the area of Plaka. Right now we're right near the Parthenon, the Acropolis, walking to the hotel where David and Cindy, Diane and Peter are staying, and where our luggage is. It's 3:30. We need to leave here at 5:45 to get to the airport by 7 for a 10 p.m. flight back home. Very much a touristy shopping area, but very, very pretty, very nice, peaceful. Tiki just bought some more gifts, and now she sees other stuff she likes.
I love the street here.
Yes. The Acropolis is right there. You can't see it through the trees. And the hotel is one of these here somewhere. So I remember we were able to see the Acropolis from the rooftop. A beautiful area of Athens. Right in the center of the square. That's pretty cool. Looks fat or pregnant, but has shade.
I want to touch him because that lady touched him.
Well, it's about 4 p.m. Tiki and I had breakfast on the ship at 7 a.m. We've been walking all over Athens. We're hungry.
It's good.
Look at that. Let me see. Let me show them the top. The top tip. Yeah.
Want to see inside?
Wow. And mine is beef marinara and cheese. And that nice gentleman down there is who we got it from. This is where we were just eating, and it was excellent. That was a very nice snack, and it was actually a little bit more than a snack. So hopefully we'll be fine when we get to the airport and we can eat in the lounge. Check out that tree. That didn't grow up, it grew over. Another charming, charming street in Athens. Very easy to walk on, and yes, cars do drive here, and bikes. Yeah, a nice building here. It looks like it's a government building, and the church, and a beautiful sky. Check out this shop. Too bad these nice buildings have to have graffiti, but it is the European way. We are here. Very modern, I think. Certainly beautiful, and very old, I think. Let's go look in. Yes, indeed, very old. I'm going to try to find the date for you on this. It has to be 500 years old. It looks like the same style as Meteora, so it could be 1500 or so. That would be my guess. It's the same exact style.
All right.
This was built 1842. Let's go in. Let's check out this church. Wow, another beautiful church. It's the same style as the one we saw in the Syros, just larger. But nothing on the ceiling. However, a whole lot here. Straight ahead up on top, the Acropolis, and we are in this beautiful town square in Plaka. It's very lovely, it's peaceful, the weather is beautiful, and we're gonna head to the airport. Well, we should be back in Thailand. Noodle shop, noodle bar.
3 minutes.
Mint, piercing, barber, and a nice building right there on the right. And what you're about to see is the changing of the guard at the presidential house. It's not where the president lives, it's offices, but it's truly terrific experience, so check it out. I think you'll enjoy it.
We have the presidential guard here. They are dressed with the official uniform of the War of Independence against the Ottoman Empire, and we expect in 10 to 15 minutes to have the changing of the guards here. It's like a ceremony. 10 euros per month. Don't ask why. It's nothing. Just
Can you see the two over there?
They're not allowed to talk. They're not allowed to even blink their eyes, but it's very difficult. Summer, it can reach 105 degrees. It depends how many terms, how many soldiers they have in the barracks. Sometimes twice a year. So taking breaks for springtime, autumn, the weather is nice. Twice or 3 times a day. You can see the metal spikes underneath the that's why you can see the spike. What that starts at the surface and plays with the metal spikes. That's why it's heavy as well. have people living around the hill of the Acropolis that we're going to visit since the end of the 4th millennium, 6,000 years ago. But the most important times came a little bit later. The most important times here in mainland Greece, carry guns. And of course the mafia, find a way to have a gun, but they have to mess with it. They can have their way. You see the third gun.
Bros!
10, 14 years old, you can serve. Movements for 5 to 10 minutes is very difficult, believe me. It seems actually like they're stretching. Yeah, they were standing here for an hour, back to the barracks. He brought the two ones to take their position. And he is giving the order, change. Alagi means change. He's giving the order, present the weapons. Put the weapons on the soldiers, over the soldiers.
Bros! March!
It seems weird, but that was their